Hello everyone, welcome to the Household Logistics YouTube channel. In this video I am going to share with you 8 helpful tips for those that have a fixed and limited income. For those of us that are single income households, it can at times be quite challenging to work with our fixed and limited income. It is my hope that this video, with its 8 helpful hints, will prove to be a source of practical ideas and also a source of encouragement. The first practical and helpful tip for those that have a fixed and limited income is as follows. Make your own pet food. For those of us that have pets, it can become quite pricey purchasing pet food at the supermarket. We have found as a household that it is most budget friendly and beneficial to make our own pet food. Not only is it budget friendly, but we have found it most beneficial for being able to cater for the specific dietary needs of our family dog and cats. Making your own pet food each week is a simple process. In our household, we have come up with a basic pet food recipe which we have found works really well. In a large stock pot, we cook up in water a packet of rice. To that we add also a packet of mixed vegetables. You can also add those additional vegetables that are suitable for your pet that you have available to you, perhaps in your garden or perhaps from other sources where you can obtain vegetables that are suitable for your pet and suitable for your budget. To that basic mixture of rice and vegetables, we also add portions of meat. In our household, we often cook up pet food that includes a can or two of mackerel fish. This has been a source of protein that we have found to be most budget friendly, but also that it dietary wise has proven to be most suitable for both our dog and our cats. At times we have altered the recipe, so instead of adding the mackerel fish, at other times add chicken or whatever meat is able to be purchased and is available and working well with our family budget. To this mixture of rice and vegetables and meat, we as a household also add a can of chickpeas. We have found that a can of chickpeas also adds additional protein in the form of vegetable protein. So tip number 1 that we have found most beneficial and would wish to share with you is make your own pet food. Helpful tip number 2. It can be most beneficial for those who are a single income or working with a fixed and limited budget to repurpose, recycle, reuse. In a previous video on this YouTube channel, I have shared with you how you can repurpose old pajamas that are no longer of the right size for growing children to make into cleaning cloths. I will include the link to that video here. We have also found it most beneficial to recycle other things that we have. Making the most of your current resources can be very budget friendly. Helpful hint number 3. Make the most of your natural resources. If you can, it is most budget friendly and also very nutritious to establish your own garden. Growing your own fruit and vegetables can help stretch the budget. If you are perhaps renting and are not currently able to make the most of the land that you have by digging over or planting a garden, you can of course still grow fruit and vegetables in containers. You can even make the most of using buckets. We have found that it is most beneficial as a single income household to always have a good established vegetable garden and to work towards establishing an orchard, a collection of fruit trees. Tip number 4. It can be most beneficial for those that are single incomes to do meal planning. By planning your meals in advance for a week, a fortnight, or even a longer period of time, this can prove to be most beneficial and budget friendly. The wonderful thing we have found as a household by doing meal planning, we have been able to make the most of what is seasonally available, both at the local supermarket, local farmers market, or even in our own garden. If you choose to do bulk cooking, this can also be most beneficial because it saves time and energy, and it makes you make the most of what you have available. So meal planning and bulk cooking are things that I recommend as a helpful tip for those with a limited or fixed budget. Helpful hint number 5. It can be most beneficial to do a seasonal declutter. When you do a regular audit of what you have as a household, that at times can prove to assist you to work within a fixed and limited budget. By doing a regular or seasonal declutter, you may discover items that you and your household no longer require, that you could sell and pass on to others. It can be most beneficial and most budget friendly to do a regular declutter. Helpful hint number 6. Make the most of your local community. If you make the most of your local community, that can be a means of networking, and that can help those of us that are having to work with a limited and fixed income. By networking with your local community, you may discover opportunities to barter. That can be most beneficial when working with a fixed budget. Another local community benefit can be participating in your local community garden. Often the requirement is that you may glean and forage and take some of the produce from your local community garden if you in turn have contributed an hour or 2 or 3 towards the upkeep and care of your local community garden. So a local community garden can prove to be a source of assistance and help for those of us that are having to work with a fixed and limited budget. Making the most of your local community can also open up opportunities for you to make the most of your local market. Being part of a community and participating in its local market can offer opportunities for selling those items, whether it be clothing, or books, or homeware, tools and other resources that you no longer require yourself. So making the most of your local community can prove to be most beneficial for those of us on a single income or fixed and limited budget. The second to last helpful hint that I wish to share in this video is be enterprising. Make the most of your current resources. Make the most of your skills and expertise. Being enterprising can be a wonderful and successful way of stretching your budget. I highly recommend being enterprising. Helpful hint number 8. Audit your mindset. It can be challenging to work within your limited and fixed budget. It is very important and most beneficial to do a regular audit of your mindset. When you have an open rather than a fixed mindset, it can be that innovative and creative ideas become available to help you make the most of your fixed and limited budget. By having an open mindset, you can creatively make the most of the very resources you currently have. So my final helpful tip and hint in this video is do a regular audit of your mindset. An open mindset is often the key to making the breakthrough that you desire for yourself and your household. Well, it is my hope that this video is a source of practical ideas and encouragement for those that are single income households. If you have found this video to have a practical idea that is going to be helpful for you and your household, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you will receive notification about other videos full of practical, helpful hints and tips here at the Household Logistics YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.